Christopher George Latour Wallace, better known by his stage names the Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, or simply Biggie, was an American rapper and songwriter. Born on May 21, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York, Wallace emerged as one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history. His powerful storytelling ability, unique flow, and larger-than-life persona earned him a lasting legacy despite his tragic and untimely death at the age of 24. Early life and background. Christopher Wallace was born to Valletta Wallace, a Jamaican preschool teacher, and Selwyn George Latour, a welder and small-time politician. His father left the family when Christopher was just 2 years old, leaving Valletta to raise him on her own in the rough-and-tumble neighborhood of Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn. Despite the challenges, Valletta worked hard to provide a stable environment for her son. From an early age, Wallace showed promise academically, excelling in English and winning several awards. However, the streets of Brooklyn also introduced him to a world of drugs and crime. By the time he was a teenager, Wallace had dropped out of high school and begun dealing drugs. This double life foreshadowed the themes of contradiction and duality that would later permeate his music. Introduction to music. Wallace's first foray into music came through local freestyle battles and performances with neighborhood groups like the Old Gold Brothers and the Techniques. His distinctive voice and impressive lyrical skills quickly garnered attention. A key turning point came when he recorded a demo tape under the name Biggie Smalls, a moniker inspired by a character from the 1975 film Let's Do It Again. The tape found its way into the hands of DJ Mr. C, who played it for the Source magazine. This exposure led to Wallace being featured in the magazine's Unsigned Hype column, which highlighted promising new rappers. Rise to fame. In 1992, Wallace's talent caught the eye of Sean Puff Daddy Combs, who was then an A&R executive at Uptown Records. Recognizing Wallace's potential, Combs signed him to his newly founded label, Bad Boy Records, after leaving Uptown. This partnership would prove to be one of the most significant in hip-hop history. Wallace's first single, Party and Bullshit, was released in 1993 and appeared on the soundtrack for the film Who's the Man? The single created a buzz, but it was his work on remixes for artists like Mary J. Blige and Nene Cherry that really showcased his versatility and broadened his appeal. Wallace's distinctive voice, impeccable flow, and vivid storytelling set him apart in an increasingly crowded rap scene. Ready to Die. In September 1994, Wallace released his debut album, Ready to Die. The album was a critical and commercial success, peaking at number 13 on the Billboard 200 and eventually being certified quadruple platinum. Ready to Die painted a raw and unflinching portrait of life in Brooklyn, dealing with themes of crime, violence, and existential despair. Songs like Juicy, Big Papa, and One More Chance showcased his ability to blend hardcore rap with mainstream appeal. Juicy, in particular, became an anthem, chronicling Wallace's journey from poverty to success. Its narrative style and introspective lyrics resonated with many listeners, establishing Biggie as a voice for those striving for a better life amidst the harsh realities of urban existence. Personal life and legal troubles. During the height of his career, Wallace's personal life was marked by turbulence. He married singer Faith Evans just 9 days after meeting her at a Bad Boy photo shoot. Their relationship was fraught with infidelity and public spats, but it also produced some collaborative works, such as the hit single, One More Chance. Wallace's involvement in the drug trade continued to haunt him, leading to several arrests for weapons possession and assault. His burgeoning success brought more scrutiny from law enforcement, adding to his legal woes. Despite these challenges, Wallace's music career continued to flourish, and he became a central figure in the East Coast rap scene. The East Coast-West Coast feud. The mid-1990s saw the rise of a notorious feud between the East Coast and West Coast hip-hop scenes. Wallace found himself at the epicenter of this conflict, particularly in opposition to Tupac Shakur, a former friend turned rival. The tension between the two coasts was fueled by media sensationalism, diss tracks, and escalating violence. The feud intensified after Shakur was shot and robbed in the lobby of a New York recording studio in 1994. Shakur accused Wallace and Combs of being involved, a claim they denied. This incident marked the beginning of a bitter rivalry that would dominate the hip-hop landscape and have tragic consequences for both artists. Life After Death and Legacy. Despite the chaos surrounding him, Wallace continued to work on his music. In early 1997, he completed his second album, Life After Death. Tragically, he would not live to see its release. On March 9, 1997, Wallace was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles. His murder remains unsolved, adding a layer of mystery and conspiracy theories to his legacy. Life After Death was released posthumously on March 25, 1997, and was an immediate commercial success, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200 and eventually being certified diamond. The album featured hits like Hypnotize, Mo Money Mo Problems, and Sky's the Limit, solidifying Wallace's status as a hip-hop legend. Influence and cultural impact. The Notorious B.I.G's influence on hip-hop is immeasurable. His storytelling prowess, lyrical dexterity, and ability to seamlessly switch between hardcore and commercial rap paved the way for future generations of artists. His life and career have been the subject of numerous documentaries, films, and books, ensuring that his legacy endures. Wallace's music continues to resonate with fans old and new. Tracks like Juicy and Big Papa are timeless classics that are still played and celebrated today. His contributions to hip-hop are often cited by contemporary artists, and his influence can be seen in the work of rappers who came after him. Posthumous releases and honors. Following his death, several posthumous albums and compilations have been released, including Born Again, 1999, and Duets, The Final Chapter, 2005. These projects featured unreleased verses and collaborations with other artists, further cementing Wallace's impact on the music industry. The Notorious B.I.G. has been honored with numerous awards and accolades. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2020, a testament to his enduring legacy and influence on music as a whole. His life and career have also been celebrated in various tributes, from murals in Brooklyn to references in popular culture. The Notorious B.I.G.'s life was a complex tapestry of triumph and tragedy, success and struggle. His music captured the essence of the human experience, reflecting the highs and lows of life in a way that was both deeply personal and universally relatable. Despite his untimely death, Biggie's legacy lives on, his influence reverberating through the world of hip-hop and beyond. As one of the greatest rappers of all time, the Notorious B.I.G. remains a towering figure in the history of music, his voice and vision continuing to inspire generations.